Did you know it's important to budget according to percentage? This helps you in ensuring you're trying to adjust and live within your means. In today's video, we are going to focus on budget allocation. In our previous video, we talked about the various aspects of budgeting, coming up with a budget, and now we are breaking it down end to end, because you know what? You can come up with a summary, but if you don't break it down, you might not get the actual aspect of the budget. Hello Thrivers, hope you're doing well. Jacie is my name, and on today's video we're going to talk about the budget allocation. What is budget allocation? Budget allocation is splitting down your income to the last towards your various expenditure, be it needs, wants, savings, and investments. Leave a comment down below if you ever sit down and assess what percentage of your income goes to what. As for me, I actually do, so that I try and stick to the specific percentages that are indicated, because you know what, if you don't have a guideline, then you end up budgeting without a focus, and that is how you find yourself with a deficit budget. That's where you find yourself not achieving your goals, because you basically are not trying to align. You see, sometimes they say if you get some extra money and you drastically transition your life, that contributes to now giving you like some sort of a setback. But if you have a budget, trust me, you will not have extra money, because you already have projected your upcoming expenses and your upcoming goals, which need money. So what you need now is money. It's not to plan for the money. Honestly, if you have your short, medium, and long-term goals in place, and whenever you get extra money in form of additional income, increment, maybe an investment returns or business income, you already have an expense for it. Leave a comment down below. I would love to know how many people have that, because I feel like the moment you stop budgeting end month to end month, or end of the week or end of day, then you're starting your journey towards that financial freedom that you're working towards. So there are different ways you can budget. You can either do 50, 30, 20. 50 for your needs, 30 for your wants, and 20 for your savings and investments. Remember, we said once you finish saving for maybe 6 to 12 months worth of living, actually 6 is ideal, so you can now start investing. Otherwise, do not save all the time, because most of the saving modes will not give you significant returns. You will not want to put your money in a place where you don't get returns when you have an opportunity to invest the money. There's also the 70-20-10 rule. 70 to go to your living expenses. That's basically your needs. Some ones are not very key, but they are like some sort of things you require to have a decent life. 20% to go to your savings and debt, and the 10% to go to additional savings and investments and donations. Remember, sharing is caring. So as much as you're growing yourself, you need to also maybe support other people here and there. It can be charity, it can be your family, your friends, just people around you. But remember, don't fail to share because you feel you have too little. Just share the little that you have. Well, let's now get to allocation. How do you allocate your income to different expenses? The way I am going to share today is my way. You can always adjust, you can always improve or make it better your way, or you can exclude some of the expenses. It is not cast on stone that it has to be done that way. Okay, so please, I do not want people saying that you said this is too much or this is too little for this expense. This is my own way, which I'm sharing with you. If you feel it works for you, well and good. If you feel you need adjustments, they are always welcome. And you can also Leave a comment down below with suggested adjustments. I can also make adjustment. I'm very flexible and I'm also ready to learn from you. So let's get to the allocation. For the housing, honestly, I look at about 25% of your gross, but I feel like you can always go lower. It's not cast on stone, because this is one of the significant expense you will have. Imagine, like, if 25%, a quarter of your income goes to housing, then that is a significant amount. So if you're able to do less than a quarter of your income, the better for you. Sometimes it may not be possible because of various factors which are well known to you or to me. So you may you can't say you're going to do it because someone is doing it the same way, but it should not exceed 25% of your gross. And the reason we're using gross is because the net can be way less, and sometimes you may feel like it's too little. Like, for instance, if your gross is 100 and your net is 50, so if you say 25%, then it means you're talking about 25% of 50 is 12,000. So someone may see like that's too little. Okay, the next big expense. So my ideal is 25% and less. Leave a comment down below with yours. The next big expense is food and groceries. You have to eat, you have to live, so food is inevitable. But the good thing with food, there are different ways that you can accommodate the budget. So apparently, like, 15% should be the limit for the food and groceries. And this, how you can achieve it, or how I achieve it. Actually, I think sometimes I feel like I do less if I don't have more recipes for my other channel. So you find I go to the market, so I get groceries at a more affordable price. Like, recently I found myself saving on one item. Going to the market, I would save almost 500. Yeah, so you see, if you go to the market, you save a lot. Even if I save 500 on one item, that is enough for my transport. I take, maybe fare would be a reasonable amount as I go to the market, and then I save. Maybe the only expense going to the market is transport, yeah, which you can always consider. You can take the options of a matatu. If you're really saving, you can take the option of a motorbike, which is actually a bit more expensive than a matatu. So depending on your budget, you can see what works for you, but 15% is the best. Leave a comment down below with your percentage. The next expense is transport. Transport does not mean you leaving the house and going to work. Transport means you leaving the house and going to work, children going to school, you going to do your thing over the weekend, you traveling maybe to the village over the weekend, or having a getaway over the weekend, whatever period. As long as you have used a mode of transport, that is considered as transport, and it should be within 10% if possible. Leave a comment down below if you're within the 10%. The next expense is self-care. You want to have your nails done, you have to have your hair done, maybe some small skincare routine depending on your budget. And by the way, do you know how expensive skincare is? I did not know until I was serious about it. Honestly, it is so expensive. But you can always look for alternative ways. You can make some of the products yourself, you can do DIYs and all that. You can just have the basic skincare if the budget does not allow, and of course look for affordable salons and any other affordable things here and there. The next thing is entertainment, but for me, I feel it's optional, but it should not exceed 9%. But most of the time, like for me, when I'm not having activities, I find myself not spending on entertainment. So it's a personal decision or a case by case aspect. And if you feel you can be able to save on entertainment, it's up to you. If you still feel you want to spoil yourself, it's your life. So don't be too stingy to yourself. Entertainment is one of the ways you can loosen up after a crazy, a hectic week, a hectic month, whatever the period. The next thing is loans and savings. They should not go below 20%. Loans are only good loans. What are good loans? Good loans give you returns. Bad loans are only spending and they give you liabilities. So think through before you take a loan. Do not think your household and your furnitures are assets. So before you take a loan for your house furnishings, think twice. They're not assets. So they will not bring you income. The next thing, of course, and it should actually be the first thing, is tithe. You have to give back to the provider. 10% is the standard as stated in the Bible. And lastly, we are going to have a miscellaneous 6%. This miscellaneous is to cater for everything else that has been maybe forgotten, left out, or any other expense that may arise that you had not planned for, or any other things that you have in your budget that are not general expenses. Leave a comment down below and let me know how you budget your income. What percentage goes to what? I'm going to leave a clip here which is going to give specifics as to how to allocate specific amounts of income. I'm just going to give a few samples so that you just have an idea of what we are talking about. Otherwise, we look forward to your feedback as to the topics you would like us to discuss. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you're new, kindly consider subscribing to the channel and turn on the notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload a new video. If you have liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can share with your friends and family, and you can also leave a sweet comment. Otherwise, see you on our next one. Bye.